What's going on, everybody? My name's Derailious. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over some of the really major price changes of pretty much every Floor 7 item, and why this is a trend that will likely continue for the near future. As well, we have some major changes to the way XP is earned in the Catacombs, and it's a pretty large nerf. But before we get into any of that, I want to say thank you guys for all the support recently, as it really means a ton. We've hit 18k and we are on the road to 20k. So if you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, as only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. But without any further ado, let's get right into the video. In order to properly discuss why the prices are actually rising, we have to talk about which prices are rising in the first place. Starting off with Necron handles, the price of a handle has increased about 60 mil overall, from 250 mil to about 310 mil. This is likely to continue to rise over the next few days and weeks, and it's related to a lot of factors I'll get into in a little while. It's not the only item, however. When you look at a Wither chestplate, you can see that the cheapest Wither chestplate is 33.8 mil, and it's rising quickly. Just this morning they were 30 mil, and now they're 3 mil more than that. These prices are definitely going to continue to rise over the next few days and weeks. I could see this topping off at about 40 to 45 mil, perhaps even getting back to the days of them being 50 mil. Auto recombobulators as well have also risen in price. Starting off they were about 10 mil, but now they are 12.2 mil at the cheapest you can get one. 12.5 is also a common price point, and 13 mil is where most of the rest of them are currently at. Once again, same procedure, these are likely to continue rising. So now that we know that a lot of prices are actually increasing, it's time to get into the why. And there's quite a few reasons that will actually make a lot of sense and are very long term. Number 1, with the introduction of Dungeons Master Mode, there is a new reason to grind out the lower floors, so quite obviously, a lot of the higher floors will be run less generally. This isn't a very large factor, but it is probably the one that's most important for right now at least, as many players do not want to run Floor 7 and would much rather run a Master Mode Floor 1 or 2 because of the increased XP gain. This will not last forever though, as more and more players continue to level up and gain more Catacombs levels. They will see less of a need to run Master Mode and will go back to running Floor 7. However, these price increases are also brought by the fact that many more players are checking out the dungeons aspect of the game, and quite obviously, this will greatly increase the demand for Floor 7 items. Honestly, it's just basic supply and demand at this point. As more and more people continue to run higher level floors, they will need the best gear. Because Master Mode did not include any gear better than what we currently have in Floor 7, that is going to be the best stuff, and therefore the demand will rise while the supply will continue to shrink. This is a very basic principle of economics, and it's bound to continue to happen over the next few months. I can really see a lot of these prices continuing to rise. Another major factor here is definitely experimentation. So many players just don't know what the best meta items are, and that's completely understandable because the meta is still malleable. There isn't too much knowledge or information on what actually works best. The balance update made so many significant changes to the game that because of this experimentation, people are buying up sets that they would have never bought previously. Things like Frozen Blaze have seen increases in price, specifically because it's now useful in a lot of endgame content. Goldor and Maxar armor has seen the same sort of shifts. All of this will likely continue for at least a little while, and can have permanent and massive effects on the market. One final reason for these major price increases can just be the fact that there's more people participating in dungeons in the first place. Obviously, there's more players now than ever before, and because of all these new players, there will be an overall increase in demand. This makes a lot of sense, especially since a new update has come out that is specifically catered to Dungeons players. More people than ever have been finding their own way to play Hypixel Skyblock, and now with this revitalization of Dungeons content brought forth by these balance changes, I see more people than ever trying to find a lobby. Obviously, this increases demand by a ton and makes all of the endgame gear, notably Floor 7 gear, immediately more valuable. We could see this effect continue over the next few weeks and months as many of these players continue to reach Floor 7 levels. Obviously, I'm not saying that anyone's reached Floor 7 levels yet if they just started a couple days ago, but that effect will continue, and combined with the fact that the amount of supply will continue to go down as Floor 7 becomes less populated, at least until Master Mode Floor 7 comes out, we could see price increases like this for a long time in the future. Overall though, this is just my thoughts on the current way the game's economy is working, and honestly I think it's going pretty well. We only have about a day left until we figure out what Dante's perks are, and honestly I'm pretty excited to finally get that video out a little bit down the line. But overall, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below. And on that note, my name is Derailious, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.